Welcome to Career UpRising. I'm your host, Lorraine Rise, a career and executive coach dedicated to helping clients who are 40 plus to break free from feeling stuck and transform into the unstoppable force you're destined to become. Let's start the uprising. Hey there, welcome back to Career UpRising. It's Lorraine Rise. Take a moment, please. Follow the show on Apple Podcasts so that you don't miss a single episode. And even better, if you really want to earn some good karma, share this episode now with somebody who might benefit from it, or share another episode. But your word of mouth and your reviews and follows on Apple Podcasts is what helps the show grow and what's helped me deliver the show since 2018. So welcome. If we're not acquainted, I'm Lorraine Rise. I'm a career and executive coach here in the Washington, D.C. area, owner of Career UpRising. So I am also the proud owner of a broken ankle at this moment. I have my leg propped up here as I'm recording as best I can. That's also why there's been a little bit of a delay in me getting these episodes to you, because I just didn't feel like it. Last week, I was walking my dog, Coco, at night 2 weeks ago, and I fell right in my yard and I heard the crack. Let me tell you, that is unnerving to hear your bone break. So anyway, I'm doing well now. I took my first steps again, kind of like a baby today, just actually. And I'm finally not using crutches or a scooter or anything like that. But that is what's going on in my world. Was not expecting that little hiccup in my life at all. But I'm on the mend and I'm back to recording shows. So let's talk for a minute about this scenario. All right, picture this for me. You wake up, you're kind of groggy, rubbing your eyes, starting a new day after your alarm clock goes off. What's the first thing that you do? If you didn't say reach for your phone, good for you. You're a step ahead of everybody else. But maybe you do. You reach for your phone, and then what happens? You start looking at text messages, emails, news headlines, all the notifications. You get sucked into the vortex. And I bet your feet haven't even touched the floor yet. You're kind of doing that hunch over, that rollover, right? That people do. They're still like halfway laying in bed and looking at their phone. If your phone is the first thing you reach for before you've gotten out of bed, you need this episode. This is all about tech-free mornings and how they will change your life. I'm going to make a compelling argument today for why you need to pull back or even eliminate technology within the first hour of your day, or maybe more. If you have ever felt like you've been on your phone too much, it's the first thing you're grabbing for, and then it all just starts coming to you. All the notifications, all the to-dos, all the things that you missed, you just hit yourself with them. First thing before you're even out of bed. Haven't even had your coffee yet. Haven't even gone to the bathroom yet. If this sounds remotely familiar, this episode is for you. We're going to get real and honest, and I'm going to share my personal experience with this and talk about why it is so urgent for you to change this to improve the quality of your life in every area, personal, work, all of it. All right, everything in your life, I guarantee, is being affected by this habit. So we're talking about a simple change that has had a huge impact on my own life. Tech-free mornings. Now, I know this sounds impossible. In the world we live in, our phones are practically an extension of our hands sometimes, or our iPad, or your laptop, whatever you have. But I want to share how cutting back on my morning screen time has really dramatically reduced my anxiety, increased my productivity, and just how I feel throughout the day. For years, I was that person that I just described. My habit was to grab my phone as the first thing before I was even out of bed. And I had all kinds of rationales, right, for why I needed to do that. Oh, I need to check and see if this person canceled their appointment before the day starts, or I just want to check these emails really quick. There's no good reason for it. I would scroll emails, check messages, take a peek at the news. I would do all of that before I even got out of bed. And what do you think that did? Before I even have my first sip of coffee, I'm already hit with negativity and to-dos and pressure and stress. I'm already in reactive mode, reacting to all the things that I missed overnight in my inbox. My day would start with distraction and overwhelm. But I decided to change that. And it has been life-changing. So what is the problem with a tech-first morning? Not a tech-free. Let's call them tech-first, right? That's probably the kind of morning you're having right now already. Why is this so bad? Because how you start your day is so critical for how the rest of it will go. This is what sets you on your course. This is how you set your intention. Do you want to immediately be stressed and in reactive mode? Do you want to constantly be on all the time? Do you want to make your device or your phone the first thing that you reach for? What does that even say about us psychologically? Just the principle of it. Even if it isn't causing you anxiety, or maybe it is and you don't realize it, but even if it isn't, just the principle of that speaks volumes about where we are now in society. But there's science behind this. Cortisol, our stress hormone, is already higher in the morning, and then you add a flood of stress to that, and it's just goes through the roof. And don't even get me started on doom scrolling, right? Scrolling all those bad news headlines first thing in the morning. You may not think there is a connection between that and how the rest of your day goes and how you feel, but there is. Don't start your day with chaos. Don't start it with bad news. Let yourself get awake and walk around and talk to somebody else that you love and get established in your day so you're in a better position to react to all these things that are going to be coming at you throughout the day. So here's a little bit more about my story and what I changed. First, you have to notice the change within yourself or notice the need for a change. I made a commitment. I don't know exactly when I did this, a couple years ago, to start with one thing, which was not checking my work email until I was officially ready to start my workday. And let me tell you, this was a radical concept for me. It sounds so obvious, but people don't do it. So for me, that means I was going to commit to not checking my work email until I got physically into my office in front of my desk. So I was already dressed, I was showered, put the dog out, grabbed my coffee or my breakfast, all the things, right? So but I wasn't doing that. So no more reading work emails in bed before I've even showered or got dressed. No more scrolling through my phone when I'm still half asleep. I decided to kind of do an experiment and see what would change if I changed this. And change is always better in small doses, right? So do like I did and change one thing. So I didn't say I'm going to go cold turkey and just be totally tech free the whole morning. I didn't do that. I started with, let me just stop checking my work email. I didn't even say all email. I just said my work because for me, that was the biggest trigger, right? That was the biggest thing that I wanted to get in and see. Did anybody reschedule their appointments, or do I have any, this or that from a client or anything like that? I found that was what I was most interested in seeing immediately. So that was what I changed, just that one thing. And I still let myself have everything else at first. And I wanted to witness how hard that was for me. And if I could do that, then I could make other changes as well. But let me tell you, the difference is amazing. When you do something like this and then you see how capable you are of doing it, it really empowers you. I feel now like I'm in charge of my morning, and I feel like I have so much more separation between work and home. And that's hard. When you work from home, it's so easy for all of that to feel like one big thing. So I have to take responsibility for separating them much more intentionally because I'm not going to an office. It's just all together right there on one device. We're not setting ourselves up for success with that. So the discipline was going to have to come for me. So this was my first way to do that. What do you think you would do if you were not glued to your screen first thing in the morning? What would you replace that time with? For me, I didn't even know. You're going to have to be willing to try it before you can answer that question. And expect it to be uncomfortable in the beginning. Absolutely expect it to be uncomfortable. Change always is. It could be something as simple as taking those few minutes to do some stretches and let your body really wake up. Walk around the house a little bit, get your body moving, put the dog out, whatever you talk to your spouse, check in with your kids before they leave for school. Don't overthink this, okay? Maybe you can spend a few minutes in prayer or journaling or meditation, whatever your practice might be. That's a phenomenal thing to do. What a beautiful, stress-free way to start your day. That's a whole nother episode we could probably do. Or just sit quietly. Don't turn on the damn TV either. That's the same thing. But I'll just use that time sometimes for quiet contemplation, talking to my family, snuggling my dog, moving around and stretching, all the things, okay? It doesn't matter. I want you to just focus on making one simple subtraction of technology. For me, it was work email. Maybe it's something else for you. And see how that goes. Give that some time, at least a week, and see if you don't die. The point is, create space for something more intentional, more calming, more productive. You get to decide how your day begins, not your phone. All right, let that thought marinate for just a minute. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're going to hear a little bit more about Career UpRising, what we do, how we help clients transform their careers and their lives. We will be right back, and I'm going to have a lot more on this topic, some of the benefits and transformation that will come from a tech-free morning. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, it's Lorraine again. While the show takes a quick break, I want to tell you about some of the exciting changes that we've made at Career UpRising. We've unveiled some incredible new features for our clients. We have a new client library with extensive materials, including ebooks, worksheets, and videos to help you discover your value and land a new role faster than your competition. We also have an app. That's right, Career UpRising has an app for Apple and Android, allowing you to connect with me and get the help you need on the go. We've also expanded our curriculum and coaching techniques to make the program more effective than it's ever been. But these new features are just for clients. Let's take the next step together. Head over to careeruprising.com today. You can learn more and book a call with me. That's careeruprising.com. You can also follow me on LinkedIn and subscribe to my free newsletter, Get Hired Over 40. I can't wait to connect with you. All right, let's get back to the show. All right, so here are some more things that I noticed when I began making this shift. I felt calmer and more centered when I started my work. I didn't walk into my home office already with crap on my mind about, oh, this person said this and I got to do this. I walked in more of a clean slate. And the more distractions you eliminate, the more focused you are and the more productive you are. You don't walk into the office with a scattered mind, already thinking about work before you even get there. I have more energy. I'm not mental energy too, because I'm not thinking about work and obligations as much. I've cut out that little bit of time, and that makes all the difference. I also have found I don't wake up in the middle of the night thinking about work or whatever might be stressing me out in general. Do you ever have those, they call them 3 a.m. thoughts, right? That witching hour where you wake up at 2, 3 in the morning and you can't get back to sleep because you're freaking out about something? We all have it. I used to have that quite a bit. And let me tell you, it has been months and months since I've had a night like that where I have woken up with anxiety about something. And again, you may not see the correlation. You may not think, well, because the thing, let's say if you get rid of your work email, okay, and you eliminate that. Well, the thing that you were worrying about at night maybe wasn't work related, but it doesn't matter. It's the habit that matters. It's the reduced screen time. It's the reduced notifications. It's the reduced emphasis on everything that is on your phone. When you make that one change, it snowballs and you become less anxious overall. It will bleed into every area of your life. Trust me. All right. So, more about what I did. That was just the beginning. So not checking my work email. And guys, in order to do that, I had to take it off of my phone, right? So sometimes if you have Gmail, you can toggle it off so you don't delete it. It just kind of takes it off temporarily. You can always bring it back. That was enough for me. That was enough for me. So I kept my personal email on there, but I took the work email off. So I had to come to my computer to get it. Do what works for you. But that's only the beginning. Then more changes started coming. Then I started realizing, some of these apps, why do I have some of these apps on all of my devices? I'm going to be more intentional about this. So some things I took off of my phone or off of my iPad because I didn't really use it on that device. So I'm minimizing the apps that are on devices. Some things I've gotten rid of entirely. There are several social media and news apps that I don't even have anymore because I found myself tapping on them way too often. And I said, this is not serving me. This is an optional app. I don't need this. I'm going to take it off. And I've done that with probably 3 or 4 of them, and I don't miss them. It is amazing how much something is out of sight, out of mind. I dare you to get rid of one app this week that you're tapping a little too much. Delete it. Don't just take it off the home screen. You'll probably still go back for it. Delete it. You don't need it. This is a major source of your anxiety and restlessness and 3 a.m. thoughts and all the things that you're having. If possible, don't keep your phone by your bed. I know that's a tall order, but they do actually make alarm clocks that are just clocks. Remember those guys? It's been a while. They still make those. You don't need it to be your alarm clock. You can charge it in a different room. You actually can. I know, it's weird. Or even put it across the room if you have to, so to make it a little bit harder. All right, and figure out what you're going to do instead. Have a plan for how you want to spend that time in the morning. One thing that I've been doing is going to fitness classes. I never used to do that. I used to tell myself, I don't have time to go out to the gym or take a class or something before work. That was a damn lie. I absolutely did. I just swapped out the time that it was fiddling on my phone, or watching the news in the morning. And now I have a personal trainer that I see every Thursday morning. And I also go to a bar class on usually Mondays or Fridays as well. So 2 days a week, I'm out of the house by like 7:30 in the morning. It is absolutely possible. And it was just excuses that I was giving myself before. So don't tell yourself you can't. A lot of times you have the time, you're just using it on something else. All right. My advice to you is start small. Start with one change, master that, and then go for more and expect it to be uncomfortable. Welcome and invite that discomfort. It's okay. It's not a sign that you shouldn't do it. In fact, it's a sign you should do it. Because if it's uncomfortable for you to not be on your phone for the first hour of your day, something needs to change. That's not okay. All right. So my challenge to all of you, try this tomorrow morning. I dare you. Put your phone further away. Put it in another room. Take one app off. Close up that work email. Take it off your phone and only have it on your computer. Whatever you can do, do it. Take a baby step. Just like I took a literal baby step today, right? With my broken foot. If I can take that step with the bruising and the swelling I have, right? It's a perfect metaphor. You can take this baby step as well. Put one foot in front of the other. All right. Tech-free mornings have dramatically improved my life and reduced my stress level. Or hey, you know what? Use that time to sleep. If you get an extra 30 minutes of sleep because of it, I don't really care how you use it as long as it's not on a device. All right. Positive, productive, and intentional. That is what we are going for. And if you listen to this episode and you make a change, I want to hear from you. Email me at Lorraine@careeruprising.com or send me a LinkedIn message. I want to know. I really do. And I'll reply. I want to know how this episode has impacted you, what changes you've made, how did it go? Am I full of crap? Whatever you want to tell me is totally fine. But I want to hear from you because I know I'm not the only one who has struggled with this. All right. My love to you all. If you need help in your career, your job search, go to careeruprising.com, book a call with me. We're here to help you. We're having a lot of success with people right now, even in this ridiculous job market. There is help, and I will be back with a new episode next week. Hey, it's Lorraine, and I want to say thanks for listening. If you found value in today's show, I would be honored to have your review on Apple Podcasts. It's the single best way to help this show be found by other listeners, and you'll earn some good karma. Thanks again for tuning in, and I can't wait to connect with you next time on Career Uprising.